For a kickoff. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A full left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And off comes to Montgomery. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted. Where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Chris Jones now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Detroit. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields on the right side. This is Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Now it's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by one more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Brown on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Detroit.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's Chris Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Brown. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The first time Anthony Miller caught my attention was when he was in college at the University of Memphis. Had some excellent years there. He's become a reliable 2nd or 3rd option in this offense. And he makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Brown on first down. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls.
Fields. That's complete to Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from it.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Brown. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception.